step into the lineup here in his first year with the Illini. For Wisconsin, you're going to be looking for bonus points out of Hamiti. He seems to bonus almost everyone he wrestles. Wrestles with a high pace and is always looking to score. Moore with a tough test here in today's duel. Hamiti goes drag, switches to a single, Seeps running the corner. Moore tries a Hamlin, didn't get it. Hamiti with a big lift and return to pick up the takedown. Gets the crowd fired up. Shane Sparks would have liked that one. Hamiti looking for a cradle right now. He's got his hands locked up. He's going to go hip to hip, try to bump Moore over. He does. Moore breaks the lock. Unable to pick up the escape, but breaks the lock, gives up no near fall. Good job by Moore fighting that off. Moore, one of the talented incoming freshmen here for the Illini, as they got a host of strong wrestlers in red shirt or in their lineup as freshmen this year. Moore, I believe, was a Fargo finalist this past summer. At 170 pounds, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Hamiti goes optional start, makes it 3-1 on the score. Good re-attack from Hamiti. He tries to toe drag to pick up the takedown on the edge. He does. Good spatial awareness for Dean Hamiti. So he picks up one more takedown here in the first period. We still got 1:11 to go. Moore wants a challenge brick. I think it'd be ill-advised if crowd's getting into it. You got to throw it or not. They want him to keep wrestling. I think it's a good call by the Illinois coaching staff to hold that brick. From my vantage point, it was definitely a takedown. Hamiti snaps Moore kind of into his own leg. Moore does a good job kind of coming up to an underhook now, but Hamiti looks like he's got a bundle as he's trying to hip into Moore. Hamiti, a guy that thrives in the flurries, loves the action, is constantly looking to score. Moore doing a good job holding position here for the most part. I know he's given up 2 takedowns so far, but he's probably had to fight off 10 takedowns already. Hamiti goes belly whizzer, hip tip there. Now he's looking Stieber step over. Moore's going to have to be careful here as Hamiti picks up the Stieber step over. He's got Moore stuck on his back. There's a fall. Dean Hamiti puts the hammer down on Chris Moore, picks up a fall for the Badgers. They're going to take the lead as we move up to 174 pounds. 14-11 for the Badgers. Gotta say, I tip my cap to Max Maylor for his walkout song as he came walking out to Billie Jean. This is one of 2 head-to-head ranked matchups. Excuse me, one of 3 head-to-head ranked matchups this afternoon. The Badgers just won the previous one. Powerful double there by Edmond Ruth. Good job by Maylor, kind of rolling through. Ruth needed to drop his hips a little bit quicker to pick up that takedown. Maylor kind of used that momentum to roll him through and give up nothing. We're here on our feet, 2 minutes left in the first period. 0-0 is the score. We're going to get a stop in action here as Ruth's headgear came on snap there for a moment. It's hard to tell from where I'm sitting, but I think he's rocking the tornado headgear. You don't see that very often. Maylor with a nice slide by Ruth, doing a good job squaring up. Both guys close to a takedown here in the first period. Both guys not finishing it off all the way. Maylor with a head tap, drops to a ankle, is able to collect a single leg up to his feet, working hard here for that finish as Maylor. Ruth did a great job keeping this balance. Now he's got double unders. Ruth kind of throws it by. No two on the edge. Great flurry of action by both guys. I think no two was the right call. Maylor was able to kind of keep circling on the edge and get to a somewhat defendable position and not give up that takedown. Great action here in the first period from both guys as they're kind of both opening up and not sitting back and waiting. After a lot of action in the first period, it's still 0-0 as we move into the second period. Ruth is going to go bottom. Try and pick up the first point of the match with an escape. Quick stand up is Ruth. Maylor doesn't want to give it to him easy. He's going to run him out of bounds and remain on top. Nice mat return for Maylor right away. Up to his feet again is Ruth. This time he picks up the escape. Only 16 seconds of riding time was collected there for Maylor, as Ruth is on the board first. Action appears to have slowed down just a little bit here in the second period. As the crowd is trying to ignite both of these guys here with the slow clap build up. Double unders here again for Ruth. Pretty aggressive here. He's looking body lock. Picks up the first takedown of the match. Does Edmond. Ruth makes it 4-0 on the scoreboard. Tough situation here as he's trying to get that short time ride out. And he does. That's a big takedown for the Illini. Late scores and short time rideouts can make a huge difference in a match. Maylor with his first real chance on bottom here to pick up an escape. Up to his feet early, is able to cut out, makes it 4-1. Gonna need a takedown here to tie it up. Ruth with a double leg attempt. Warded off kind of easy from Maylor. Watch for a slide by now. Snap. Clears it this time, does Maylor. Double leg by Ruth. Picks up 3 on the takedown. Maylor kind of went snap and Ruth went with it right to a double leg. Puts his head in the chest and runs him down. Now he's cutting him. Maylor with a drag. Kind of goes drag to a high crotch there. Runs out of real estate. 7-2 is the score. Ruth must be feeling it. Good head-hands defense by Maylor. Again, Ruth jacking up double unders. Ruth really picking up the pace here late in the third period. He must feel something as he's trying to pick up bonus points for his team. Maylor in on a double leg of his own. He's going to run through it. Oh, and he plants Ruth. Makes it 5-7. He needs a quick score still as he's trailing with 10 to go. Double leg attempt by Maylor again. These guys scrapped hard. 174 pounds, and a ranked matchup between number 8 Edmond Ruth and number 12 Max Maylor. It is going to be the Illinois Fighting Illini picking up another victory. It's Edmond School. Connell 4-7 on the season. Liegel 17-6. Liegel won the Midlands this year. He's also a Division III transfer out of Loris, Iowa, Loris College, where he was a multiple-time All-American, and that also includes a national title in the COVID year for Loris College. As we got these 3 matches to go, team score is tied up 14-14. It's been pretty back and forth all afternoon. And right now, it looks like this one's going to come down to the wire. Just under a minute to go here in the first period. Neither guy has taken a very committed attack so far. Looks like they're kind of feeling each other out a little bit in this hand fight. Spent a lot of time here in that ear-to-ear collar tie. As Connell kind of snaps out and clears. Coach Poeta yelling from the corner at Connell to keep pulling his head down. Connell in there on a single leg. Liegel right away kind of jumps over the top. Looks like he was going to try and go far ankle. Wasn't able to get to the ankle. Now he's locked through the crotch, and he's going to just kind of stalemate it out there to end the first period. Connell going to go down here. Try and pick up the first points of the match. Liegel, though, has looked impressive all year on top. His mat wrestling is kind of what stood out so far when I've gotten a chance to watch the Badger wrestle. So an escape here for Connell will definitely be well earned if he's able to get one. We're going to get a stall warning on Liegel as he's riding the ankle. Liegel with a leg in on the right side, working cross-body ride as he collects Connell's arm. Connell's looking to turn in. Maybe and try and find himself a reversal. Liegel's got to keep scooting the corner and trying to follow hips. As he floats over the top, and he does. Liegel gets Connell down to his belly. A lot of pressure on top right now. Hasn't been able to quite get close to a turn yet, but he has been a little suffocating on top as we got just over 30 to go here in the second period. Crowd starting to get into this one. We're going to get a stalemate back to the middle. Crowd doesn't particularly like that one. They thought there might be a stall warning coming on the bottom man. Liegel again. Has Connell flat to close out the second period. Like I said, Liegel's impressed me this year when I've got to watch him on the mat. He picks up a second period ride out, so he's got 2 minutes even of riding time. And he's going to go down here to start the third period. We're going to get a caution. Looks like one of the guys may have jumped the whistle there. Quad pod here for Liegel. Spiral ride for Connell. And Liegel's going to pick up the escape. Turns hard into Connell. Still a one takedown match. Still a one score match for both guys. Minute 30 to go here in the third period. Illinois coaching staff yelling at Connell not to wait. They want him to go early here, give himself as many chances as he can to pick up that takedown. Liegel doing a good job controlling center. Keeping his butt in. And sometimes that's the difference. When there's not a lot of action on your feet, sometimes whoever's sitting in the middle of the mat with their butt to the middle, that's all you really need to keep yourself off the ref's eye of another stall call. Riding time is locked up for Liegel, so it is 2-0. Doesn't really matter, though, because the takedown is 3 and would give Connell the lead. First attack there by Connell here in the third period, right at the 30-second mark. He's going to need a few more of those if he's going to pick up the upset against the graduate senior, Shane Liegel. Liegel doing a good job holding position. As I say that, Connell fires off a nice little single leg attempt. He's running out of time, though, to finish. As Liegel's pinching his knees tight. No takedown. The senior, number 16, Shane Liegel, is going to pick up one more victory here in the Fieldhouse on Senior Day. And he gets 3 more team points for